See, that was a surprise. I didn't know Brian and his team were going to create that, and that's why I love being here, because they're always full of surprises. So thank you very much for attending today's Highland Watch ribbon cutting. My name is Blake Haggerty, and I'm the VP for Information Services and Technology here at IST. And as most of you probably know, security is critical. It's what keeps us up at night. It's something that we think about all the time, we talk about, gets people's attention. And that's especially true for universities, because you walk around, look around, you see all the research that's being done, you know that we're prime targets. So to stay ahead, what we do here at NJIT is we constantly take a best-of-breed approach. We're looking for the best products, the best platforms, the best people, and we're bringing them all together in a way that's going to keep us ahead of the curve and ahead of our peers. So this is one of the best examples of that in practice. For years, we've leveraged Splunk as a platform to help us solve problems, be able to get access to our data, look at it, decide what we're going to do, make decisions, get insights. So we jumped on the opportunity to use the enterprise security in SOAR product. So we really appreciate the ongoing support and expertise, especially from Doug Reagan, who we've worked with for like 15 years now. Doug calls, we love working together. It's always a good partnership. As far as other partners go, leveraging TekStream as our managed detection and response provider has been a great choice. It was natural. Their expertise with Splunk made them a perfect fit, and they've really helped improve our security posture. This is so exciting that they could help us bring together our students and leverage them as a resource. Because their students are our most valuable resource here. We have incredible students. At NJIT in our IST division, we're the largest employer of students on campus. And I love working with them every day because they're just always full of surprises like that video, and they're always just so impressive. They have this incredible combination of maturity, enthusiasm, intelligence. They love to ask hard questions, and they're always smiling. So they're always making us better. It's across the board. It's not just within the student SOC, but within media services, within our service desk, within our digital learning campus support team. So that's something that we just love, finding out how we can partner with our students to help keep us secure and help keep us safe. So it's been an exciting journey watching our students all summer. They've been able to shadow people from TekStream. They've been able to follow along, go through the training, and they just keep talking about how exciting it is to deal with real-world data that you can't get necessarily in a classroom, and to be able to see and learn and see that this is putting them on an incredible trajectory to advance their careers, right? You guys are going to get a head start over all of your fellow students that aren't getting this experience. So it's been great to watch. So really, there's a lot of people to thank. And I want to start with Craig Woolley from the CIO at Louisiana State University. For those of you who don't know, Craig really helped to establish this model as something that's viable, and that's spread throughout the entire state and lots of schools and been able to benefit from that. When Craig heard that we were interested, he was incredibly gracious with his time. He's come and let Ed and Sharon come down, shadow, see what was going on, and has always been able to help answer our questions. And it's so exciting that we're the first school in New Jersey to be able to bring that model here. My hope is that we will be able to expand this and expand what we're doing to help make sure that all the other schools in New Jersey have the opportunity to have the same sort of powerful SOC that we're able to do. So before I turn the microphone over, I want to thank a few of the people at NJIT who helped make this possible. We have a very large team. Lots of people worked on this, so I'll leave some people out inevitably. But first, I want to thank Sharon, because she's the best. Sharon Kelly's the best Chief Information Security Officer we've ever had. So she's also my favorite CISO that we've ever had. On the entire team, Tran, George, Drew, thank you very much. On the core systems side, a big thanks to Matt, our Director of Core Systems and Cloud Services, Andy, Tala. That entire team was able to work together, leverage what they've already been doing with Splunk to make this just seamless. So without further ado, I'm pleased to introduce our next speaker, the President of NJIT, Dr. Tek Lim.
Good morning, everyone. Oh, actually, good afternoon. It's morning. This is not working. It's morning someplace in this world. I know that. You know, security never ends, right? No matter where the sun is. So again, hello and welcome. So it is really my pleasure to be with all of you today as we launch this truly, as Blake has shared, innovative partnership that will benefit NJIT and its students. Okay, well, all about students here. So people ask me, what's our business? Our business is students. So Blake, first of all, my many thanks to you and your team that you had listed just now, as well as our partners at Splunk, Mary Lou, nice to meet you, and also TekStream, Robert Jensen, nice to meet you too, for creating this really, really exciting program and bringing us together for today's ribbon cutting. Okay, this is great. I'm also glad that Michael Gerardi, met him before. He's really a true supporter of our work here, CISO of New Jersey, attending, and you'll be sharing some remarks as well. Thank you. So the Student Powered Security Operations Center, SOC, as you can see it on the front here, is a novel concept that will provide incredible opportunity for both employment and experiential learning for NJIT students in a dynamic and rapidly growing field. I understand that these collaborations between NJIT, Splunk, and TekStream to establish a security operations center is driven by student employees, which we are calling the Highland Watch SOC. Again, you can see up front here. It's the first of its kind, as Blake mentioned, in New Jersey. I've always loved first of the kind. And you mentioned that this kind of spun out originally from LSU. I'm glad that you did it first because Rutgers' new president just came from LSU. So he didn't have enough time to transplant that idea here before we did it. I'm going to use that against him. And you know what? This may become a center for security for other New Jersey colleges in the future, including Rutgers. All right? Our students have been hired and are being trained to conduct security monitoring for NJIT under the supervision of TekStream, providing a critical service to NJIT while gaining valuable experience that will prepare them for exceptional future career opportunities. Because I know when you interview, people would ask you, what kind of experience do you have? And they can list the whole gamut of things that they do under this center. So this project also supports our strategic plan, which is very key, to become an innovation nexus. What it means, okay, is we want it to be a physical and an intellectual focal point for innovative ideas, and this is certainly one of them, actions, people coming together, and in this case, by creating a mutually beneficial external engagement, Splunk, TekStream, enhancing experiential learning opportunity for our students, right? Agree, students? Yes? They're nodding their head. And number 3, preparing the workforce and professional leaders who will drive our regional and our global economy. We produce global professionals here, not that they work overseas, but they have to compete overseas with folks overseas. So we are preparing global professionals here. Therefore, I'm so proud of what you all have accomplished here. So very proud. And I thank all of you for being here today to celebrate this really, really exciting initiative today. All right, so thank you so much. With that, I'm going to hand it over to Robert Jensen, right, from TekStream. Robert?
Thank you. Are these on now, or? I think they are. I'm just going to set this down here. Yeah, sure. Well, thank you for having me. On behalf of all the employees at TekStream, I'm honored to be here to celebrate this momentous occasion. The partnership between NJIT, TekStream, and Splunk started right at the end of 2024. So it's pretty amazing that we sit here today in August with all that we've already have accomplished, and we're opening a student security operations center. Pretty amazing what has been accomplished in just a handful of short months. I know it's taken a lot of work by many of you in the room, Blake, Sharon, for example, as well as the support and financial backing of President Lim and his administration. So congrats to all of you. The partnership, as been discussed, not only provides the daily cybersecurity operations for NJIT to protect students, faculty, assets, research, but it also helps accomplish TekStream's multi-year mission and vision to create the next generation of cybersecurity talent and solve what is not only a problem in the United States, but globally, where there's hundreds of thousands to millions of open jobs in the cybersecurity arena. Leveraging TekStream's Workforce Academy, these students are working next to some of the best and top security professionals in the country with real-world experience where they're gaining skills, as President Lim mentioned, that they are not able to get in the classroom. It's truly an amazing partnership. Some of the audience may also be wondering about this two-letter VAL called artificial intelligence and what that's doing in the arena. As many of you know, there's some concerning trends going on with regards to people graduating from college and being able to get jobs. And we view this partnership as a way to combat that. These students are getting the types of skills that they need to graduate and to get high-paying jobs, high-quality jobs, and hopefully ones that keep them here in the great state of New Jersey from an economic development perspective. I can tell you, as a person that owns a business in the private sector, we are definitely looking for students graduating that have this real-world experience, whether it's through something like the Student Operations Center, Student Security Operations Center, or interns, et cetera. But this is giving them that experience where they're going to graduate with a transcript that competes against anyone globally, and certainly here in the United States. The other interesting and wonderful thing about the partnership that we haven't really talked about is that it not only secures NJIT, but it actually makes it cheaper for you all to run security operations over time. As these students get more and more experience, they take on more and more of the activities, and they take on increasing levels of complexity, meaning that you don't have to outsource your security to TekStream. Of course, we'll always be there, nights, weekends, ugly hours, and always there for escalation. But over the long term, it makes it cheaper. So you're investing in your own future to reduce costs over time. Secondly, NJIT is going to benefit from what we call the neighborhood watch. So this is the concept that you all are joining into a family, including Louisiana State University. Craig, thank you again for being here. Georgetown University, the University of Alabama, as well as many other higher education, as well as private sector companies. And the concept of neighborhood watch, just like you probably see in your neighborhoods, is that if an issue that happens at any one of our customers is immediately found and then known across the entire network. So if a day zero kind of attack happened at the University of Alabama, for example, NJIT would be immediately aware. So it's similar to a flywheel concept where the more and more people and more customers, both public and private sector, are part of this network, the safer that everyone is going to be over time. So it's a really exciting thing that we're building here, and I'm glad NJIT has now joined that neighborhood watch concept. So again, thank you so much for having me. This is an amazing event. I love the dinner last night. Sharon, thank you. Food here is amazing. The pizza is better than I could have expected. So thank you so much for having us, and thank you on behalf of everyone from TekStream. Appreciate it. And with that, I'm going to bring up Mary Lou Provost from Splunk.
I got to say, one, thank you for having us here and love the partnership. But what I was taken with the most, we got here a little early. It was about 10, and we're just checking out the site. And who walks up to us? The president of your cybersecurity club. right? So confident, and introduces herself, and I'm like, wow, they're doing something special here. And you know, that is not what you see everywhere. And you guys are lucky to be here and in an institution that's putting this type of innovation in place. When in my role, I manage our state, local, and education vertical for the U.S. So I talk with a lot of schools, the workforce challenges are everywhere, right? If I was just doing some quick searches, New Jersey's got 3,400 jobs open in cybersecurity right now. If you're looking across the U.S., I think it was about 500,000 that are open. Worldwide, it was like 2.4 million jobs that are open. So the Board of Labor and Statistics, they're predicting over the next 8 years a 33% increase in the need for cybersecurity skills. And it's having to do with the frequency and the sophistication. You know, our adversaries are, they're using the latest and greatest, and it's a business. It is not, your mom and pop's hacking, right? It's a business. And so getting these kind of skills here is just phenomenal. And the type of collaboration that's going on. Right now, if you're looking, politically, they're, lowering the funding for MS ISACs and, different collaboration entities around threat intel sharing. Well, I'm looking at this neighborhood watch, right? It's another element of where you're sharing that data so that you can get a lot faster in, quarantining, stopping, and working together. So this is just a great concept that I do hope Rutgers and some of the others join in, because the more that are part of the neighborhood, the safer we all are, which is phenomenal. The other thing I love about the program is the diversity that it brings, the diversity of backgrounds and thought, and even majors. You're looking at in IT, you see a lot of people that have music training, or even communications. They can see these types of patterns. So it's great to see that it's something that so many can go into. When you're 18 and you're graduating from high school, do you know all the jobs that are out there, right? So this gives you a whole nother opportunity to experiment, to try and join a program like this. So you're very lucky to have this type of access. And Splunk as a company is very committed to education, and with that, we have our academic pledge. We make that all of our learning at no charge for faculty and for staff. So it's, and the students, obviously. So that partnership with TekStream and putting that together and getting all the skills, and I'm amazed, within 6 weeks, getting folks ready, eyes on glass, it's tremendous. And keep going with that sizzle video. That was incredible. Great job, you guys. I just want to, hands out to all of you, right, for what you guys are doing, and just very excited to be part of this and the partnership. So, thanks, everyone.
Hi, everyone. If you don't know me, I'm Sharon Kelly. I'm the Chief Information Security Officer here at NJIT. I just want to say thank you to everybody for being here, especially everyone in IST for supporting this right now. Thank you, TekStream. Thank you, Splunk. Thank you, President Lim, for coming today. Thank you, Andrew. And thank you, Mike Garrity, who I'm going to introduce to say a few words. Mike, if you'd like to come on up. Anyone who wants to talk to me after we're done, I will be over there. Mike Garrity, Chief Information Security Officer for the state of New Jersey.
Sharon, congratulations.
This is exciting. Congratulations to NJIT, to Splunk, to TekStream, to the students, the families, the researchers, all the professors here. Everything about this is positive. We in the NJKIC, so New Jersey Cybersecurity and Communications Integration Cell, I'm the director of that. I'm also the state's Chief Information Security Officer. We talk about whole of state cybersecurity, whole of government, whole of society, and that's what this is. It's that public-private partnership between, obviously, our private sector partners the public sector, the universities, and the rest of those public sector institutions and private sector institutions that TekStream and Splunk provide services to. So it's really, really important that we do this. As others have said, the number of attacks is increasing all the time. The complexity of the attacks are increasing all the time. We run what I call the former NJIT student SOC, just a few blocks from here, because I think we have 15 former NJIT students working in our cybersecurity function. Having that experiential learning experience is something that will stand out on your resume wherever you go. Public, private sector, the military, federal government, whatever that may be, having that experience is going to set you ahead of many of the other resumes that are coming in. We just got done with a hiring round, and of course we hired another NJIT student, but we got 250 applicants for 2 analyst positions. Having that experiential learning, being part of the cybersecurity club here, being part of ACM here, was really what made that happen for that one student, former student that we just hired. It's important to continue to do this. As I said, I run the SOC for the state. It's about 190 billion security indicators that we analyze on a daily basis, coming from everywhere in the world at any time of the day or night. It's the only crime that you can do from overseas. You don't have to be local. So getting that experience, understanding the gravity of what you're doing, protecting the research that will have national security implications down the line, protecting all your personal information, all of those things are so important to what you're doing. So again, I'm not going to stay long. I just want to say congratulations, President Lim, you guys from the private sector, fantastic, Sharon for the vision, and everybody else that supports this. That whole of society, whole of government, whole of the education sector, so the Rutgers, the Canes, all those others, yeah, this is something that is worthwhile. With that, thanks again.